But in Mimos, actually, we did a lot of projects. Sometimes we did automotive design, and sometimes I'm doing my hobby, my passion actually in automotive design. So that was look up on my Facebook, IG, so a lot of automotive design works. Did you visit my FB or IG? Okay, so better I share you about my personal introduction. So I find my slide. So this is not the slide. Hold on. So actually now I'm using two screen. One is my laptop. This one actually the second screen is a tablet, Wacom 32-inch. You know Wacom Cintiq? This is you can use as a screen, as a monitor, and also you can use as a sketching tools. So I open my background a little bit. I need to find my, hold on. CV. So I need to split the screen. So I share the screen. Screen number 2, share. Okay, can you see that that's my sharing?
Yes.
Okay. So this is me. It's considered my CV, my resume. So actually I'm working now in Mimos Berhad, head of industry design. So previous job, actually I'm working with Proton from, I'm graduate from UITM in design. So from 94, I'm graduate. Consider I'm a senior lecturer, Dr. Saiful and Dr. Idai. Dr. Idai actually below my batch, just one semester, my junior, Mr. Idai, Dr. Idai. So at this, and then on year 99 to 2000, actually while I'm working at Proton, got a scholarship from Proton. I go for the study to at Coventry University in UK, doing the master in automotive design. So, and then after that, still continue Proton, and then I quit from Proton in 2007 to join Mimos. So totally, I'm changed my career from purely automotive design to product design. So first 5 years in Mimos, they're doing a lot of product design, doing the PC, tablet PC, a lot of application. So it's totally different from previous my job. So this is my Facebook. You can visit Shaharudin Busri, or my official Facebook, actually Shaharudin Design, and my IG and my YouTube also Shaharudin Design. So this is my award received. So as a designer, to be inspired by other designer, or and then at our job also in Mimos, the value on award received. So it's important as a designer to collect award. So actually not just personally, actually this is the team. So some of a lot of we did as a teamwork. So what total award we received 63 international design award, 17 national, 46. So the most prestigious award that I get actually is a red dot. That is international, and then world best design Korea. and then AutoCAD this one while I'm doing a master last time. So working experience, even I'm working with Proton last time, and now MIMOS actually in Proton, there are a lot of on-job training. So they send a lot of design house working with EDEC in Germany, Lotus in UK, and then LG in Korea. So doing working together to do the automotive design. So consider around the world, I work with other company. So this teaching experience. So actually I'm familiar in UPM. I think I start. They call me as a part-time lecturer since 2005, I think. So until maybe 5 years. So other than that, actually, every year I'm as a part-time lecturer in UiTM, and sometimes visiting lecturing with other university like UniKL, Unimas. A lot of university, they are offering industrial design or product design. Normally they will be call me as a part-time lecturer or visiting lecturing. So this some project start 94 in Proton. I'm doing Proton Vira, Tiara. Maybe I don't know you recognize that model or not. But I quit from Proton. Last project I did for Izora MPV. That is my last project. But even I'm already quit from Proton. Actually, I still do the like a freelance job to support them. So like the Preve, the Suprema, even the Saga. Actually, I support as a freelance job. The new, if you look here, the new Perdana look like Jaguar. So actually, I'm support with the consultant with Proton. So this MIMOS product design. So MIMOS, as you know, is under Ministry of Science. They did a lot of application actually, application or device, sensor. So this some of product we did for MIMOS. A lot of product design. This is also MIMOS, but it's mostly on a concept design, not related with IoT, like a bag, just a normal bag, but flexible bag. So this bag, I received the Red Dot Design Award last time in 2013, I think. So other than product design and automotive design, at MIMOS, so we need to do everything. If they have a request for to do the interior design, yes, we need to support the interior design and some architecture work. If you look here, the bus is the command center, mobile command center for police di Raja Malaysia, PDRM, and bottom also actually office for PDRM for command center. Command center, if you know, is like a Mission Impossible room. It's very high tech, equipped with the all latest IoT and application, all the gadget. And then this some of pattern. So in MIMOS, pattern is very important because our business, our core activity mostly on doing the innovation product, doing a research, and we are compiling a pattern. So main business of MIMOS actually is licensing. So company, a client, they will be pay for royalty and pattern application. This is some of my pattern in MIMOS product. Total, I pattern the file, I think around 70. So research publication, I'm not doing a book, full publication, but I'm support other people. They use my work for publication. So this is my design expertise. So as you all as a student, so if you want to become a designer to serve to company, make sure this is some of my expertise lah. So if you want to can follow my expertise. So I am specialized in automotive design, about 26 years experience. I'm specialized in Autodesk Alias Studio software. So that is my expert lah, subject matter expert. So normally in Malaysia, I am become a reference center lah. So on Autodesk Alias. Sorry, okay, selalu kacau. Okay, sambil kacau ni. Okay, sorry. Mana tadi? Okay, continue. So later on, I will be, if we have time, I will demonstrate you on what is specialty about Autodesk Alias, because I'm normally my development, my 3D development I did in Autodesk Alias, my sketching, my 3D modeling, my rendering, VR, so everything in Alias. But sometimes I need to support from other software as well. So full design development. Okay, maybe you can read or you can copy this. So if you look at the picture here, this is I'm sketching on the digital Wacom Cintiq 32-inch. So you can, the advantage, the big screen like this, actually you can draw like a full scale. If normally in A1 paper or A2 paper, it's easy to do the sketching, idea sketching. And then the bottom one, actually I'm doing VR. So normally if we did for reviewing, internal reviewing, and then like I say now is a COVID issue, COVID we are facing the COVID problem. So if now also I'm have a client doing the automotive design, the motorcycle. So how I communicate to them actually using the VR. So we did in-house. So to do the 3D modeling, and we are sharing together between there are 3 parties, MIMOS, company automotive, and one is a Unici. So if they have all VR set, virtual reality set, so we can share the 3D modeling, the design together. So that is the latest, actually it's already old, but when the COVID-19 comes, so actually this become new normal as a design activity, design environment. So how to share the 3D modeling, the design in a visual. So normally we are doing in 3D modeling, clay model or solid model, so we can share review. But while now in this situation, so the best way actually using virtual reality. So the 3D data, but the problem is you need to prepare the 3D data. Okay, these some images, maybe you recognize and you already watched some of my design work. So this consider I did 2 years ago, doing actually just the design activity. Student come to MIMOS, so I share on how to do the conceptual from 2D sketch to 3D modeling and rendering. So this motorcycle for Dyson, just for concept. So if you look here, it's just a rendering. So how it looks real and you can impress the client. So if you watch my IG, a lot of these images and actually this become I think last year is quite viral in the internet because Yenko design they share my design. Okay, this project I did during first wave of COVID-19. The combat. So while I'm doing this project, I still stay at home because first MCO, PKP actually everybody stay at home. So, but we have a special team. We link together about 100 people, engineer, designer. So we come up with the project combat for COVID mobile test unit. So my cat kacau. Alright, sorry, continue. So actually the main basic unit actually just centered at the COVID-19 unit test unit, the room, the mobile room. But the other vehicle I just created as a conceptual for a teaser for a promotion. So this the Satriano SUV. So this one early this year I did just for exercise project to convert because I have 3 data, the Satriano, the original from Proton, so I just convert it to make accessories to become a SUV. So this is the activity with UITM student. They visit Mimos to learn how to construct the 3D modeler and how to develop the AR, augmented reality. So I prepared the content, so I did the 3D modeling and this. So from here, this is the just rendering, and then this is the team from UITM. Student, final year, third semester, I think. So this is the picture I take using AR, augmented reality. It's not a real, just fake, just a digital images. So this one also activity with GMI, German Mission Institute. So I designed a new beetle, new evolution of beetle. So still have the design language of beetle, but looks more sporty, hot rod, and more futuristic. Look electric vehicle. So this is my, I think, last 3 years. I designed for new Proton Savvy, Proton Savvy. You look still the design language. The original Savvy actually designed by me, exterior and interior. So this I just redesign. And also, if you do the automotive design, you're not just doing the exterior, but you need to consider the interior, how it look like, how it speed, and the comfort, the ergonomic. So when you sit, when you touch the steering, you touch the handle. So deal with a lot of technology, a lot of aspect you need to consider. Like if interior now, if you look, it's a gadget, and then all the controller, all very high tech. So that one also, as a designer, you need to consider how is GUI, the interface, and then the color, the texture, the finishing. So in automotive design, actually a lot of item or list you need to consider. This is the interior for the Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle interior concept. The color actually you can customize the rendering. This is the Chevy interior, the new Chevy interior, but still using the looks more sporty and more high tech. Okay, this is the Suprema. If you know, Suprema is a hatchback car. So I convert it because now it's trending, it's a SUV. So I just put some skirting, wheel ice cover, and then change the bumper. So this looks like a SUV character. This is the rear view perspective. This is the new Perdana, but this one facelift. What you are looking on the road actually now is the first model. This is I create because on original data actually I'm support that project, so I have the 3 data. So this is the consider I did for facelift activity concept project. This is the combat, the mobile combat COVID-19 test unit. So actually the main project actually just the bag carrier, the container, but the lorry design I just did for conceptual, for promotion. So this is me, just with the fake car, not the real car. So but the new Perdana, but it's a executive version. So if you are very good in 3D modeling, in design, and then you have knowledge in automotive design, so actually you can do a lot of your promotion. You can promote yourself as a design, even still the model, the prototype still not out yet, but you can show to the world, show to the public that the model is looks like real and can do everything. So this is the review for Perdana Executive. So this is also a special project for Proton pickup. This is the old model, what we call it, Neo GTI, Proton Satria Neo GTI front view. This Pro 2 Myvi, but looks different. This one a special project I did for Dream Edge. If you know Dream Edge, is a design house in Cyberjaya. So this I did with them on the new SUV project. This special project with Petronas. So, my project with Petronas just the nozzle 3D data for the car, so I just color and redesign the sports car for as a promotion for. I think this is the motor show last 2 years. This special project with your lecturer, Saiful, and Dr. Idan, and Dr. Raja. So we did with, I think you're familiar with this model, with the special project for, with I think university from Thailand. This is the rear view, concept C, we work together. And then this also just special project last year when they are, our government they have a special project for flying car. So I just create like initiative to make the flying our version, but I put the Grab Air for Grab taxi, but it's a flying. So I propose for the Grab. Then this the complete my design collection, the new the motorcycle for Dyson, the drone, and then the mini micro car. Okay, so I think this is relevant with your project. Vehicle culture activity. So this is my design I did for competition in 2012. 2012 considered 8 years ago. Okay, so actually it's a competition project. So we did a prototype, this one, not prototype, scale model. Maybe if I have time, I can share with you. Render back. Last time the quality of rendering 8 years ago not so good. So now I re-render back, so looks more realistic. Okay, so actually this the vehicle for agriculture for what picking the pineapple, the product that very like not so smooth, tajam lah, like pineapple. So it's a special project for MRT. We did last 2 years for MRT. And then this is the interior. So actually the story behind this project, we need to compete with a consultant from Korea, from France. So our design is our philosophy is a blend and influence from our local inspiration. So there's some activity last time. This just not the real project, just my exercise on 3D modeling to do the luxury boat. This one actually we are now doing the electric bike, the we call like a cafe racer bike, retro bike. Yeah, actually we now doing the real project now. Still stage prototype, but not this design. This design just my promotion only for our activity. This all rendering. I'm using a lot of rendering using a keyshot. If you are familiar in keyshot, there is a good software. So you can use either. For me, I'm using Alias for 3D modeling. But for rendering, normally I'm using Alias also for rendering. I'm using keyshot, lot of keyshot, and sometimes VRED. VRED, normally I'm using for virtual reality. Okay, this is the Dyson, the rear view, Dyson electric bike. So this is our project, Mimos project, special project. This is a real project. We did a prototype last time for Malaysian company, electric bike. But the project is, I think, it's freeze because of a budget issue. So the project is freeze. So this also electric bicycle. We did a prototype. If you visit to Mimos, we have a prototype, but different design. We have we developed a few design, but on the final prototype, we choose the different design. So this one of the proposal, but this one still rendering. So this is a special project between MIMOS, MRM, Majlis Reka Bentuk Malaysia, and PLPP. PLPP is a Pusat Latihan Perindustrian dan Pemulihan. It's a Disabled People Center, OKU Center in Bangi. So the issue is actually we are applying a design thinking method to them. So before that, actually they are still producing a lot of wheelchair, but not the design is not up to the standard lah. It's a normal standard wheelchair. So our aim is really to convert them to become one of the center of excellence in what a wheelchair producing. So we support them on design thinking method lah. So we are developing this prototype for their promotion. Okay, so this is just the activity, design activity, sharing on IG and Facebook. So how the automotive brand we transfer into a product design. So how it look like. So as a student, actually you need a lot of this activity. When you do this one, I designed the hair dryer, but using influence from Ducati. So if you study the Ducati character, Ducati what design influence, so how it's transformed into product design. So I decided to use as a hair dryer. So this is the design activity. So actually every project, actually I have a complete development from sketching. I will record it. So maybe in this session, I don't have time to share everything. So later on, if you want to watch all the video already, you can visit my IG and YouTube. But my YouTube, actually I'm not updating, always updating. But my IG, I always update my design activity. So this is also my famous design. So a lot of people sharing this. The Mercedes sewing machine. Actually, the Mercedes already produced sewing machine, I think 100 years ago. I'm not remember that, but they was producing the sewing machine last time. So I just refresh their design, but looks modern with the Mercedes design clue, design influence. So it is a real project with TNB, Tenaga Nasional, and Tenaga National University, Unit 10. We develop a very relaxed chair. So for their staff, so you can relax using VR while sitting with a massage chair. So this the first design we did. Actually, we are producing develop a few proposal for them. This is one of the proposal, but they not select this one because the design is too advanced and too costly for prototype, because our aim, we need to produce the prototype and then we need to produce the production to supply to TNB. So design more simple. So it's wash design. It's just activity for design activity. So this one also, this real project, MIMOS project, smart jewelry. Because in MIMOS, we did a lot of IoT technology. So this is one of the product, our research project. So smart jewelry. This one also just design activity, how to design the boot, football boot, but using the automotive brand, McLaren, and then how the design language, the logo to blend with the shoes. Okay, this is my freelance job with my client to do the high heel. design. So everything is 3D, but later on they are developed in a real, actual. Okay, Saiful.
Alright, thank you. Thank you, Wak.
Not finished yet. Just that one is considered first half.
First half, Alright.
First
Okay.
half for my CV. But any question from maybe
Yeah.
what the student want me to either answer their question, or they want me to show some of design activity here. Because I have a lot of video development, so maybe I give to student first to any question.
Okay. Alright. Wak is open. The floor for any questions, please. It's quite hard.
Opinion.
Opinion.
Saya nak tanya dulu.
Okay, sila.
Saya tanya macam mana kalau nak buat macam
Siapa nama?
tengah saya Atira, Atira Yunus. Okay, saya nak tanya macam mana nak buat macam view kan, kalau kita dah lukis side view ke view lain kan, lepas tu kita macam nak cuba buat view lain, jadi macam tak tadi dengan yang first kita buat tu. Faham tak?
Oh, macam ni. Rasanya Nur Atira ni nak tanya. Dia sekarang ni tengah buat sketch. Sketch dia ni first dia akan gunakan satu view saja untuk tunjukkan design dia. And then bila dia nak tukar kepada view lain untuk ambil perspektif lain ataupun elevation lain, dia rasa dia punya design tu bertukar jadi lain. Betul ke Atira macam tu?
Betul macam tu.
Okay, jadi soalan dia itu dia punya statement. Soalan dia ialah
macam mana nak buat apa macam setiap kali kita sketch kan, maknanya setiap view tu sama dengan apa yang kita ni, yang dengan mula-mula yang kita sketch tu, macam nak pastikan dia sama.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so actually I pun also have the same problem lah macam tu. So as a normal designer, for you maybe lagi problem because you are still beginning as a fresh doing the automotive design. So in automotive design sketching, actually it's need a lot of practicing to become a perfect. So you cannot just first time doing the automotive design sketch, you become expert everything. Even me, I'm also still have a problem in perspective sketching. Normally I'm using tracing, I need a trace. So that's why if you have like a layout pad, like bond paper, I don't know lah now they call what, bond paper or tracing paper. You do the sketching, just overlap. So macam I sekarang dah ada tablet, senang. So actually normally before I do the sketching, so I'll be overlaying because I'm normally in Autodesk alias. I show you how I sketch. That I share the view, share the screen. Okay, this is my second slide. Me and my design collection on automotive design. There's some of my photo. So, this is the first slide. This is my second slide. Me and my design collection on automotive design. There's some of my photo. So, this is the second slide. Me and my design collection on automotive design. There's some of my photo. So, this is the second slide. Me and my design collection on automotive design. There's some of my Okay, this sketching. This is my previous sketching on Hot Wheel car, sports car. So how I can make this sketching looks perfect? Actually, I'm tracing from the perspective. I did some basic construction wheel in alias, and then I rotate it, the view, and then I snap it, and then I sketch it on the top. Because now we have a technology, so I just trace the design. So maybe if you are free sketching, maybe it's quite difficult lah, susah. So I show you on the Autodesk Alias lah application. Actually, you can use for sketching in digital. Either you can use Photoshop. I think you are very familiar in Photoshop. But for me, I don't like sketching on Photoshop because I don't have the stroke. So this stylus. And one more thing, you can use Sketchbook Pro. But problem, Sketchbook Pro don't have the 3D modeling tools. So okay, this is the view for Alias. Actually, for your information, Autodesk Alias is free for students. You can download. You just need your metric card, your evidence as a student. So you can download it free and you can use for 3 years. For your information, this software, you know the price for student, the original price, 100K. The price for automotive industry. But for me, I'm using the lower version, Autodesk Alias concept, but still can use to do the automotive, but don't have features in A-class surface for production. This one also a price there around 13,000. Okay, so how to do the so this is the tablet. I need to flip screen. If you look the small window, I tip it. Okay. Okay, this the now you watch the screen. I'm not sharing, but I'm using the. Okay, so this is the normal window. You read. This one of the normal window, like if you're familiar in Rhino, it's same, but with Rhino they don't have the sketching mode. Yeah. So I using pen, using transparent. Okay, normally if you do the sketching in automotive, do the side view first. I need to off the touch screen. Touch on, touch off. So I share the screen. Okay, sharing. Okay, share. Is now default. I can change to pen. Now the icon here already changed to pen. Window, edit, canvas. So the layer canvas layer editor actually the tools similar with Photoshop layer. So I can clear, can create sketching. Okay. create basic quick automotive sketching. So you can sketch. For me, normally I just do the side view sketches. First for automotive to get the idea, because automotive is a symmetrical product. So you see the door. So if you want to make the symmetrical bilateral radial, so number 5, so I move this one center. Ni nak buat spoke, nak buat rim, so I copy to 5 section. Sketch. So just one portion only I will draw, and then the other portion, other section, there will be red, copy automatically. Okay. If you want to off the symmetry, just off. And then you can clone. If you want to clone, copy the name. Copy at the back. Okay, this is just the concept, so you can brush using this brush. This is the size. This is the size. This is the color. You can color, and then put another layer. So you can color the glass. Okay, so this is the side view. So if you go to F8, the shortcut, actually it's the 3D environment in Alias. So from here, how to construct in 3D. So normally I'm doing how to make the perspective view. So normally I will create some basic construction, and then I create the 3D sketching overlay from the basic perspective. So in Alias, actually you can use curve. So I create the curve, and then pick move the CV. Okay, this is just the simple. So I can hide, I can reduce the transparency. So advantage in Alias doing the sketching compare Photoshop, you have a snap to curve. So for example, I choose this one, choose color black. This one, the top one. You see here, the snap to curve. The snap to curve. So I can snap. See? Can create snap to curve from this curve. So you can create more quality line sketching. Okay? Let's say if you want to make the door here, you create the curve, the path. Okay, so if I create a line, so I can see, snap to curve. So I create layer, create this one, inside here. Okay, the line. Next, if you want to make the highlight, still using the sketching tools, I change the color, then snap still on. What the function here? Then this center, snap to center, I snap to edge. So I snap on the edge, so it looks like it's sketching the highlight line. Okay. So from the using same curve name, how to create the 3D. So this is the basic fundamental in alias. So I'm using okay. Actually already now the 3D. I move to default. Okay. So I change to degree 3.
Okay.
So from here, I move. Oh, this one, the snap need to off. This one. So if I symmetry this, and then this is the shading. Okay, actually it's already 3D modeling. Okay. This is how I construct all the model, my design from 2D sketch into the 3D. So if change the CV, the point, the highlight is also changed. The highlight checking. Okay, this is how basic modeling in alias. So actually I have a video. Maybe you can watch how I construct the 3D modeling using alias. 2020. All right. Laptop. Will video. You can see this is the how I demonstrate last 2 weeks for my design talk. I construct first on sketching. So this the I already quick the video, quick faster because the time. So I start with the side view of the sketcher. But remember, while you doing the sketching, you need to consider on the packaging. Packaging is the ergonomic consideration, the engine, the how position, the driver position, the passenger position. And then you overlay using the sketching. See, I'm using, now you can understand why my sketching line looks perfect because I'm using snap curve, snap tools. So, see, and then using the symmetry, bilateral symmetry, radial, this one radial symmetry. So you can symmetry the object using the radial. See the masking. Only I'm not show you just now the masking punya apa tu features. So how to brush the color. So I'm using the masking. It's like Photoshop masking, but Photoshop, the issue, the problem, they have a dotted line. So I don't like the dotted line that. So this one you can hide the dotted line, so you can brush. If you watch this one, I'm not zoom in, not using zoom out cursor, because the size of the screen already enough for me to do the like actual paper on paper. So my brush using is using the brush and then sketching. So I faster a little bit. So I brush using this one, the body color. I try to use a metallic effect. How to do the metallic effect. And then the rim using still they have a masking there. That's why the color looks perfect. And then this is almost complete. Finally, actually, I'm using the snap to curve to do the parting line. Now I'm doing the parting line, the edge, the radius, the all the highlight line. Now the background. The brush is in the background. Actually, they have a sound here, but this is the final final sketching. This is the other sketching, still using same method, but the perspective view is the rear view, the complete sketching. So next, I want to show you a short video on how to transfer from 2D drawing to the sketch here, how to make the 3D modeling. So I'm retrieve same using the sketching, but actually the sketching I did in a 1:1 size, actual size, because the grid, everything is you can set it as a 1:1 size. This so it's easy for me to do the 3D modeling using the 1:1 size, actual size. But this method I'm using for 3D modeling is different method from previous I show you using curve, but this is the subdivision. So familiar with subdivision modeling like Blender, like Maya, Digital Max, so it's easy in Alias. For me, this is considered new for Alias user. So, but easy and more quicker technique. So now, from sketching, how to construct the 3D modeling. So this is the reference I'm using reference. But from top view, actually, you need also have as a reference, basic reference. For me, I'm already familiar in automotive punya 3D construction, so easy for me to do the 3D modeling without the reference. Only just side view enough for me to do the complete automotive design. So if you look there, why I'm doing, sometimes it's more, sometimes as boxy looks. So in a subdivision modeling method, it's like that. So the construction is slightly different. I don't know, are you familiar in a 3D modeling method like this? Or I'm not sure. And then I don't know what software you are using. Either you are very expert in SolidWorks or what? Because if you want to do the automotive design, make sure you are using the proper software. because in automotive industry around the world, they are using Autodesk Alias for conceptual modeling. For product design, yes, you can use other software like Rhino, SolidWorks, but automotive design, you need to use Alias. If you see how easy I construct the 3D modeling using the Alias, then using this method, so I make it faster a little bit. Okay, so this is the how to make the tail real area. I need to stay. So you just concentrate on left side, one side only. The other side actually is automatically is mirrored. So this I want to make the intersection close. So this is the tool, subdivision tool, the palette. And I make the cluster a little bit. Okay, now I do the mirror area, the glass area, side glass. See a lot of pole, CV, pole point, the point we call contour vertices, CV. Okay, a lot of adjustment, and then okay, so this is still modeling stage. I want to skip. Okay, this still modeling stage. Okay, this almost complete. Make the sum the corner, the detailing on the corner area. So it's like a sculpture activity. So in Alias also the advantage, either you can use a manual modeling method like this using mouse and screen, or second option you can do in a VR, virtual reality, but you need a device. So if you look top there on the menu, they have a VR, virtual reality technique. So you can do the 3D modeling in VR. That one more better experience because you are doing the one-to-one size real car. Right now you're just using your screen to do the modeling, but you not experience the real one-to-one car. So if you want to make like this, expert like this, you need to have a proper class. If you just watch using YouTube, I think not enough. You need a good lecturer, good teacher to guide you, because it's a lot of practicing, a lot of coaching. So this is how I make the rear diffuser, the detail. This is how to make the wheel. So to close that surface. And then how to make the spoke. Just now you just watch on how to sketch, but this is how to make the 3D modeling. So to make the spoke. So before I create the modeling the rim, the wheel. So this is one of the main features. So now almost complete the basic 3D modeling. So next step before you proceed for detailing, the finishing. So you can project your 2D sketching. Just now you did side view, you can project on this surface. So at least you can view visually before you proceed for next development. See? So I project from the sketching, see? I project on the surface. See? Now already the sketching project on the surface, and you can review quickly the 3D modeling before for sketching on surface before you start the next development. So it's important for you to decide either you want to okay or not this modeling, or you want still some alteration or modification. This stage also, I think, as a student will be good enough. So this stage for me, I did need I think to complete all car, I need 2 days for me to complete. Okay, so proceed. I create the spoke. Before that, I just project on sketching. So now I decide, okay, the spoke is okay. So I create the spoke for the wheel, the rim. Still using the subdivision modeling technique. So I just copy, and then you just change one side, but the rest you repeat. Okay. So almost complete the basic modeling. So how to make the corner, the edge, the radius. So this to make the finishing, the detailing. But you need to understand all the tools. Okay. So this is the final. I already skipped some of the process, but this is the final 3D modeling. See the detail, all the engine, the exposed engine, and then the light, the wing mirror, the mirror, and then the tail light, the rear light, the exhaust. So this is how I evaluate before I proceed for rendering, how the surface finishing, the quality of highlight. So you need to check everything, either perfect or not. This is the okay. Now you proceed for rendering. How I make all the rendering looks realistic. So this is the trick. So I start from alias. I assign all material in alias. After complete all assigning the material, now you can export to other application. Okay, so this is the assigning the material. Okay, so this is the VRED software. In automotive, this is important tools also application for reviewing in VR virtual reality. You do the animation and rendering. So how I transfer from alias to VRED and keyshot. Only I'm not sure the keyshot because to do the VR better in Autodesk alias. So this is the data from alias. I changed a little bit the color tuning, and then the effect like a carbon fiber effect. Okay. More features, more material, and then the HDRI environment. See, I can use the HDRI environment to look blend with the color and the environment. So you can retrieve the environment here, HDRI we call environment. You can just download from a free website, HDRI Heaven, or either application is free. But it's still high quality. picture. So you can change the color. Orange. And then this is how I view the VR in at my house. So using the HTC Vive. But actually you no need the big screen here. The big screen just for other people to review with you. But for you, you just using the SBR. And then Blender, why I'm using Blender? So because when you did in Alias, you are using the subdivision modeling. Is very light data, so you can export to Blender. Blender is an application for rendering, for animation, and most important thing actually is a bridge for gaming industry. For gaming industry, there are lot of development in Blender and Unity. So I'm also using a Blender for augmented reality application to do the application for is the final rendering using KeyShot and VRED. So you can watch all the rendering on my IG. So this is how final what the target actually for this project, for Hot Wheel project. So my aim actually I want to download in the game platform. So that's why I'm using subdivision modeling. But this my son need to help me lah. I'm not familiar with using the game console game application. So my son he is studying programming. So this in game platform using my design, but you can customize all. You can choose the environment. And then you can set using your steering wheel. It's like a real game. But you can drive your own car. So this is the simulation, some simulation. So if you can hear the sound, so more feeling. Here. This is the test track area. If you want to play this game, actually I'm using a Drift X game. Okay. Using the steering. Okay. You enjoy the game?
Yes.
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 So see how I transform from 2D sketching, 3D modeling, and then we cannot afford to do the 3D real physical model, but you can present it, you can feeling using a VR visuality, and then now new knowledge for me, new technology I learned to transform to game platform using help by my son. So actually he also doing the game developer. So it's a good activity and good exploration for us. So maybe another session I will share you on the detail how we construct and how we transfer into a game platform. So actually we are still exploring. Our aim, our target next game actually I will transform to GTA Grand Theft Auto, and more extreme I think using we transfer to Gran Turismo or the application are more realistic. So because do you know what is our target, our what's the benefit of the transforming into the game platform, because it's a rendering technology. If you are using the normal application using to do the animation rendering takes time, but if you're using the game platform, it's much lighter and faster. That's all lah. I think I can share. Any question?
Thank you, Wak. Panjang jawapan tau. Wak, awak punya satu soalan lengkap.
Oh ya ke?
Lengkap satu
Actually,
tapi
I dah prepare pun benda-benda ni, memang follow the presentation punya ni lah.
betul-betul. Okey, ada apa-apa lagi soalan? Ataupun sebab kita pun dah
Lebih masa.
kind of apa tu dah terlajak sikit. Mungkin
sorry.
Tak apa. Kita bagi satu lagi soalan before kita end our lecture sharing dengan Wak ni. Lepas tu kita stop lah kot. Okay, satu lagi. Last compact question.
I have question.
Alright.
So I'm from
nama?
Tian Leong. Can you call me Farm lah. And my question is there a standard of package design, like design for car for family use? Do it has to be the average size of or distance for the interior design, or depend on what user we want to design? For example, like we want to design for OKU driver, that we need to design it depends on the user.
Okay.
That's my question.
Faham, boleh ulang soalan tak? Faham. Saya pun tak get your point.
Okay. You want application ke you want method? Because if application, I don't think so they have a application that suit what you need. The complete, but and also if the too technical, I also cannot answer your question, because now I'm already left automotive industry since 13 years ago. So now I'm just doing the conceptual automotive design. I'm not in the real automotive design industry now. So a lot of, I think, technology and what technical aspect, I'm not expert.
So Faham, you get your ni ke answer?
Boleh ya?
Boleh lah.
Okay, sorry lah. I'm not the expert in everything technical.
Okay.
If you ask
So
me how to sketch, okay.
okay, for your information for all, what actually is a very I think for now the best apa ni conceptual transport designer that we have in Malaysia lah. While
Oh, you
we got others tapi Wak ni one of the best lah. We can call him legend for that.
Oh, you thank you, thank you.
Walaupun sebelum ni I've been watching and the same thing what apa ni doing, but I'm still mesmerized what he can do for in transport design. Okay, I think last word from what? Last word.
Oh, last word, okay. So good luck lah for you all. So before you make sure you can watch review my other work lah on my IG ni. This is my IG, Instagram. So this all are my mostly I'm sharing on automotive design lah, my work. So my activity there. So you can visit here on my Facebook lah. On my Facebook, Shaharudin Design, that one official, or Shaharudin Busri, my personal lah. Okay, other than that, I think maybe if we have time, we have slot, we can see you again lah. Because sekarang pun tak ada exhibition nak visit UPM, so difficult lah for me to visit there. And better if design sharing ni when we can one-to-one session.
Ya, betul.
So that's all lah from me. So I'm sorry lah if I take a lot of time from you.
It's okay.
It was not suitable for you all. So sorry.
It's okay, Wak. Apa ni? Anyway, we are from the from IND 3103. This is the class. Alright. We like to thank you for your apa ni visit today, and then for your talk today and then your sharing. I believe that it will be very beneficial and useful for all the students. I hope you all take this opportunity to look and understand actually what is talking about, and then the things that he shows, even so it's not any kind of workshops like we have last time last year, but I hope that with the opportunity, and then also what I mean is with the what have you learned, and then also with the inspiration of what share with you, you can produce a good idea for the class. Alright, so without further ado, terima kasih Wak sekali lagi. Alright.
Okay.
Nanti kalau ada
so
masa
nanti yang record tu boleh bagi.
Boleh. Nanti record tu kita akan share. Okay, record tu nanti saya akan share, sebab saya akan share dalam YouTube, sebab saya budak-budak ni dia cari apa tu semua kat dalam YouTube kan. Saya akan share dalam YouTube. However, saya akan bagi juga dalam ni lah, dalam raw material lah untuk Wak. Alright. Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you sekali lagi Wak. So
No
terima kasih. So nanti Wak just left aja. So saya ada akan teruskan kelas ni. Okay, terima kasih. So okay semua. Thanks to Wak.
Thanks, Wak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So after this we're gonna have a consultancy session, and then I think Farm already arranged that. So before that, I will take your your attendance by pictures like always. So can I have your video on, please? Dah? Sekejap Check dulu. Okay. So print screen 1. Print screen 2. Arisa tu kenapa tangan aja keluar? Okay, thank you all. Okay, now I will give the hosting to Farm. Okay, and then Farm akan arrange the the consultancy punya session. So other people that listed on the consultancy punya session, I hope you can go out first. Alright, keluar dulu. Nanti kalau you kena arrange time lain dengan saya dan juga Dr. Syarizal untuk grouping punya consultation out of the class punya time, sebab I don't think we got enough time, and then I think kalau kita lama sangat dekat online ni pun betul tak berapa sihat. Okay. Alright. So kejap mana form. Okay, now Farm is hosting. Okay, Farm, teruskan je lah.
So the first group you consulting is group 2 ICAS group. So the other groups members can leave right now, and later I will contact you guys for the next group. Okay, thank you.
Can I share my screen right now?
Yes, let's let you host.
Okay, nampak. Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum Doktor. So my group mate is Mayubai, Duan Yuki, Anwar and Dizul. But Dizul, I can't contact him because I don't know. He quite dia diam je lately ni. Saya tak tahu. So saya akan
Sekejap.
doktor dengar tadi?
Dengar. Sekejap. Saya nak tengok mana Dr. Syarizal dia. Okay.
Okay. My group mate Mayubai, Duan Yuki, Anwar dengan Dizul. And then Dizul saya tak tahu, dia diam je beberapa hari ni, and saya teruskanlah saya punya sketch.
Okay. Apa tu Dizul dekat kawasan banjir ke? Dia ada dia ada difficulty ke apa ke?
Tak ada, dia memang diam je. Dekat group ke apa ke dia tak respon. Saya tak tahu. Dari last week.
Dia ada hantar tak? Maknanya dia share lah dekat dalam korang punya sketch apa benda tu semua. Dia ada buat tak?
Tak ada. Dalam Padlet ni kosong.
Dalam Padlet kosong?
Dia tak share apa-apa lagi.
Okay, what happened?
Dia punya
Dizul ni yang repeat tu lah? Bukan?
Yang extend.
Oh, extend Oh, okay.
Apa tu yang hari tu punya, yang first process dia join tak? Design direction.
Yang idea generation tu
No. Sebelum kita start sketches tu.
Ice block.
Masa tu dalam group dia ada join-join juga, ada respon-respon. And bila start sketch ni, saya tak tahu. Anwar dia punya best friend, so Anwar tahu.
Aduh. Okay, tak apa.
Anwar pun lost contact.
Alright. So tak apa. Kita note kat situ. Yang apa tu?
Okay, so
adalah. Alright.
explain. So kita orang punya tema buat construction punya equipment pasal sand, and kita orang masing-masing dah spread apa kita orang nak buat. Macam contohnya saya buat excavator, yang lain tu ada buat yang dump truck yang biasa, so saya pilih excavator. And our design statement to design a equipment for construction with future design loop to speed up work and make it efficient. And company we want to collab is Real Madrid, bola sepak. Okay.
Interesting.
Lepas tu saya terus pergi sketch saya dulu lah. Okay, ni idea saya yang first kali, memang first saya buat.
Sekejap, sorry. Ika. Apa tu saya ganggu sekejap. Okay, untuk design statement, dalam design statement tak boleh ada to design awak buang je to design tu. Itu maksudnya itu objektif. Okay, awak
so
buang
design je.
Dia apa tu design statement, dia terus ke equipment for construction with future design loop to set up work and blah 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 blah. To design tu dia
project brief
tu project brief ataupun itu dah masuk kepada objektif dia. Design statement kena di statement je, dia tak ada tu macam tu. Betul kan Dr. Syarizal?
Betul.
Alright. Okay, sorry, teruskan.
Okay, tak apa. Idea first sangat simple, and masa first ni pun saya kurang sikit idea. Actually yang this one tak ada saya ambil daripada mana. Saya cuma saya kurang sikit kan transport ni. Pasal saya cuma macam change dia punya tayar je. Yang actual product excavator ni saya cuma tukar tayar and dia punya shape body je. This first idea lah. The second saya ambil laba-laba, inspired by laba-laba, tapi cuma tukar kaki dia je, and badan dia saya pun saya macam ada tengok science fiction punya kenderaan, saya just ambil sikit-sikit dari situ, and agak hodoh sebab dia punya penyepit tu salah saya tu nombor 2 ni. Okay, saya skip, saya tak minat sangat satu yang
dia
dua.
jangan apa tu dia tak ada salah tau dalam idea generation, sebab ni time awak throwing idea. Tak apa, kita tengok je lah.
Okay, lepas tu nombor 3 laba-laba juga. Saya improve dia punya pengaut tu ada 2, so benda ni akan lagi cepat. Sama je design konsep dia. And tengah-tengah tu nampak bulat tu daripada Real Madrid punya logo. Saya ubah sesuai kat situ lah, saya macam tambah kat situ. Okay. Yang keempat ni saya ada ternampak satu science fiction punya transport. Dia just biasa je, but saya add on yang tengah-tengah ni and depan. Tengah-tengah ni pun sama daripada Real Madrid punya logo. Saya inspired daripada situ, and saya ubah-ubah dia sikit, and depan tu. Ya. Okay, the 5 ni daripada kumbang ladybird tu. Saya just letak dekat kawasan badan dia supaya macam nampak badan and kepak tu. Okay, and saya rajin sangat masa ni, saya letak environment.
Rajin sangat
buat construction.
Alright.
Okay, next to idea. Okay, idea 6 daripada Eco apa yang nama binatang ni? Scorpion. Scorpio.
Scorpion.
Scorpion. So ni echo dia je. Saya inspired by echo dia.
Tak apa, biar dia keluar. Tutup pintu tu.
Saya inspired by ekor dia. Lepas tu saya ubah suai dan tambah yang depan ni untuk jadikan dia excavator. Right. Tu idea yang ke-6. Idea ke-7, saya buatkan dia jadi ergonomik, mudah untuk bergerak and stabil. And yang tengah-tengah ni daripada Real Madrid punya logo juga. Sebab dia jadi kita orang punya company kan, so saya pun macam buat banyak sikit lah pasal Real Madrid. And 8 ni ketam, daripada dia punya pek ketam tapi terbalikkan dia, so dia jadi macam jalan macam tu. And depan tu nak katakan daripada mulut ketam tapi macam tak jadi. Tapi ya, saya add on dia punya penyangkut tu dekat belah atas. So tu je. Idea 7. Idea 8 tadi. Okay, idea 9 daripada dragonfly. Okay, actually ada dua. Saya ada dua idea lah daripada body shape dia ni. Satu yang simple. Saya tak tahu ni apa ni. Tapi macam inspiration daripada ni muka dia, ni kepak dia. And saya tambah dekat sini. So ni the second body actually lebih kurang je. Cuma tambah belakang je. So dia akan jadi excavator lebih kurang. Okay. 9. The last one lain sikit. Naik motor. Tapi dia boleh buat jengkau ni. Saya inspired pakai guna gambar yang ni. Saya ada buat research pasal motor punya science fiction. And saya ubah suai jadikan dia excavator. So orang kalau nak buat kerja just duduk atas motor ni. So anything buat kat atas tu. Macam tu. And dia terapung. Okay, tu je daripada saya 10 idea.
Okay. Kita buat macam ni. Kita semua orang present all the 10 ideas. Lepas tu kita akan buat second round untuk korang semua explain which one yang korang pilih dan kenapa. Yalah, which one yang five the best from you that you think. Dan macam mana you all pilih, you ada discussion ke apa ke, macam tu lah. Boleh?
Boleh. Boleh.
Alright. Okay, go on for, with the second question.
Duan.
Yes. 你来学了 my screen? Or just?
Oh, you want to share the screen?
Yeah, I want to share screen.
Okay, wait.
Okay, yeah. What's the... Can everyone see the screen? Hello?